sometimes we get into a space where we become so focused on reaching a goal that we lose sight of why we want to reach that goal. And what happens is that we begin to compare ourselves to other people. We begin to compare our success to other people's success. We begin to compare where we are with our goal in comparison to where others are at with our goal, with their goals. And this right here is one of the biggest blockers of reaching goals. It's one of the biggest blockers of reaching goals because the time and energy that should be used on you reaching your goal is being used on comparing yourself to others people's accomplishment of their goals. And we have to keep in mind that regardless of what our goals are and what someone else's goals are, they are not going to be reached in the same manner, in the same form. The way that I reached a space of becoming a retreat facilitator and a medicine woman will be completely different than what one of my sister's journey was like to become a facilitator of retreats and being a medicine woman. Everybody's journey is going to look completely different, even if all people have the same end goal. No one is going to reach that end goal in the same form or manner. So what is the fastest way to reaching goal is by taking actions, by allowing the creative energy of ideas to continue to flow. And as they're flowing, taking actions right away, not comparing yourself to someone else's action taken, not comparing yourself to someone else's success, not comparing yourself to anything or anyone around you. Because everyone's journey is unique. Your journey is going to be completely different than my journey. Your way of learning how the chakras work is going to be completely different than the way I learn it, even if I am the one teaching it to you. So even though I learned as much as I learned about all the different chakras, right? And I applied that information into my life the way that I did, and I was able to perceive that information and construct that information the way that I did. And now I put together a little mini course to teach you about the chakras. You're going to take that course, but you're not going to perceive it the same way. You're not going to learn it the same way. You're not going to adapt with it the same way. You're not going to apply it in the same manner. So there's no need to compare you to me to you to anyone else's success as to where you want to be at. And this is also why it is important to have a why you want to reach this goal. Because what happens is that when you forget about your why and you're just chasing this goal, and then you're also comparing yourself to others people reaching the same goal, what ends up happening is that you are now reaching a goal because someone else is reaching the same goal. You forget why you were even reaching that goal to begin with, because now you're in a space of comparing yourself to other people. You're in a space of comparing how other people are reaching their goals in comparison of how you're reaching it, how they're doing it, what they're doing. And so this is why it is so important when you are setting goals to make sure that you set a why for yourself. You remember, what is the purpose behind that goal? Is it even in alignment with who I am, with where I am, with where I'm going? Because sometimes when we don't even have a real why of why we are dedicating so much time and energy towards the goal, what happens is that we tend to not even ask, where is this idea coming from? Is it even in alignment with me? Is it something that I truly desire? Is it something that's going to bring me satisfaction? Or am I just doing this just because someone else is doing it and I'm looking at their lifestyle and I want that lifestyle, so let me just copy and do the same goal? You see the difference? So it's very, very important that when we start focusing on manifesting of goal, when we are focusing on bringing about something into reality, we are doing it from a space that is in alignment with our higher self, that is in a space that's in alignment with our heart, that's going to bring us true joy and satisfaction and that it's truly something that you're doing because you want to do it, because it is in alignment with you, and that you set this goal because you are truly going to be in a space of purpose and service and intentional once you get there. So, keeping in mind that any goal we're setting for ourselves, you are to understand that your journey is going to be completely different than anybody else's journey. Your outcome is going to be completely different than anybody else's outcome. Your experiences are going to be seen, felt, heard, spoken about completely different than anybody else, even if they are on the same path of reaching the same goal. It's always going to be different. Understand that your path is unique. Understand that you are unique. Understand that you are perfectly, divinely created in your capacity of wholeness, of completeness. And therefore, you don't need to look at anybody else to understand where you're going or how you're doing it or how you're going to reach there. There's no need to compare because you are unique. That person that you're comparing yourself to is unique. I am unique. We are all unique in our own essence, although we are a pure mirror and a reflection of one another. And so, next time that you are setting goals for yourself, or even if you are currently at this very moment working on a goal, remind yourself all the time, every day, I am unique. I am complete. I am whole. I am vibrant. My journey is unique. My journey, my experiences that I am so grateful for will allow me and support me to reach my goals in divine timing and in divine alignment with who I am at my sovereign being. I am unique. I am whole. I need not to compare myself to anyone other than myself in the mirror. May this affirmation be useful and purposeful for you every time that you are in a space of comparison of your journey to someone else's journey. Namaste. Ciao. Bliss, peace, and love.